Welcome to dependasplaining. It's me, Veronica.
With a tummy ache.
I have a tummy ache.
And I'm Jennifer, and I'm just fine because I eat a lot of junk food.
Well,
I'm used to it.
I had the candy bar. I wanted chocolate. I've been wanting chocolate.
Yeah.
For like a couple of days now. And yesterday we went to get fuel for my car. I was like, Kyle, because he went to pay. And I said, Kyle, get me a chocolate bar. And he's like, okay. I was in a bad mood all day yesterday.
I'm sorry.
Everything he did irritated me. I wanted to punch him.
It happens. They do that, though.
Yeah. And so he got me the chocolate bar. And he threw it at me. And it was a fucking Butterfinger.
Gross.
I mean, Butterfingers are good. Don't get me wrong. I like the flavor. But I don't like how they get stuck to my teeth.
The only good ones that I like are when I used to get them at Dairy Queen as a Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
It doesn't get stuck in your teeth.
I got mad. I didn't show it to him. I didn't tell him. He pissed me off with
I don't blame you.
He knows I do not like Butterfingers.
How rude.
I wanted like a Crunch Bar, a Twix, or, oh my God, Snickers or something, you know? I was like, okay. And I took like 2 bites out of that thing when we got home and I was making dinner. I was like, I'm not happy. I wouldn't give this to my children either.
I would not be happy either. I know.
Anyway.
I don't even think my daughter likes Butterfingers either.
No.
We see them all the time at the BX, and she's like, ew. I'm like, I know.
Yeah. They're good flavor. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like how they stick to my teeth.
In a Blizzard, they're really good with that ice cream, that DQ ice cream.
Yeah.
Dairy Queen.
Oh, good. Anyways.
Food. This is dependasplaining, the podcast.
Yay! It's us again.
We're here, back in your brain.
Yes.
You're listening to us.
Yeah. Our, one of the episodes dropped today, as we do every Thursday, and we record on Thursday, so we're happy to be here. And we're happy with all the ratings we've been getting.
Yes, it's super exciting. Yeah. So, if you haven't yet, go to Apple Podcasts and rate us. Yeah. 5 stars.
5 stars.
Whatever you want to say.
We don't care what you have to say about us. We just want your 5 stars.
We do appreciate all the sweet and kind words that people do leave us, and I do like those, but honestly, just rate us because that will shoot us up to the top of the list, and it will help us get out there.
Yes. And then visit our platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and send us your emails at dependasplaining.gmail.com. Your opinion and your stories matter to us.
Yeah.
Big time.
We want to hear from you. Just send us an email.
Send us anything at this point.
Please.
Send us a story about how your husband got you the wrong chocolate bar.
Right? We'll listen to it.
Yeah.
Do you want to be featured on Dependasplaining? We will read your story on here.
Yeah.
We will be glad to. Do you know a scandal?
Yeah. Oh.
Tell us a scandal. That would be fun.
Oh my gosh, yes. From like your base or your post.
Yeah.
Anything crazy happening? Oh, I got a lot of those, but I think that's for another episode.
Definitely.
Yeah. Maybe.
We like to gather all those stories.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that next week or something.
That could be fun.
Yay. Great.
Yeah, so go and rate us and email us.
Please email us.
Yeah. I got a like on one of our newest episode that dropped today. I got a like on our Twitter page.
Yay!
On it. It was super exciting.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, great.
Hashtags work.
Hashtag
Dependasplaining.
I hashtag Dependasplaining on Facebook today because I was like, I don't know what a hashtag is.
It's tags.
It used to be called the pound sign. Back in my day when I was young.
The pound
sign. Yeah.
Hashtag with your fingers now.
Hashtag with your fingers. Keep your fingers to yourself.
Hashtag everything. It is so hard though. That's how like social media, your posts will get out there more. Tags everywhere. That's why on all the posts on Instagram, hashtags as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
I try to come up with everything I could think of at the time. And sometimes I'm overly tired and I can't think of anything clever. But I try.
I think your posts are great. I like reading them. I think they're good, yeah.
I try. It's just whatever pops in my brain at the time. Especially the photos. I don't know. Just sounds right.
Yeah.
Just looks right. That's what we do. So, yeah.
What do you want to talk about today?
Let's talk about people needing support through their beginning of their journeys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because last week we talked about unsupportive families. So
let's talk about how the active duty member feels when they're basic.
Yes.
Or, what do they call it for the other branches? That's their basic training, their boot camp.
Okay, basic military training, BMT, is for the Air Force.
Oh.
The Navy and the U.S. Marines, it's called recruit training.
Oh.
Commonly known as boot camp.
Oh.
And in the U.S. Coast Guard, it's called basic training.
But anyways.
But, we're trying.
Yes. From the moment they, like, sign up and they go off to the training and they, like, they break them down and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what they have to go through.
It's a lot of physical activity. Mm-hmm. A lot of physical activity from what I hear. I don't know. I just go off of
mentally.
Yeah.
From what it just told me.
Mentally.
Physically and mentally.
Yeah. So they break you down and you do some classwork stuff as well. Like you learn ranks and how to address people and I think like how to wear your uniform. Mm-hmm. And then they like show you how to make a bed.
Yeah. It has to be perfect, too.
Yeah, and how to fold your clothes.
And you have to eat really fast.
You have to eat really fast, is what I heard, too. Yeah, you have so many minutes to eat. And they
if somebody's done first, then everybody's done.
Yeah.
Like the first person to stand in your table, then everybody's done.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Or what about, like, for the female participants? How do you shave your legs? Like, if you choose to shave it, or for the male ones, too, like, how do you shave?
How do you do anything?
So fast. I need, like, a good solid 10 minutes per leg, I feel.
Well, and then, too, they have to have their hair pulled back into a tight bun.
Yeah.
Like, that would take forever.
Yeah.
To learn how to do that.
To really slick it back and put it up in a bun. Yeah, I would just cut it short if I were...
Mom cut.
Yeah. But
Let me see your manager cut.
Let me see your manager. But also, I have, like, a lot of hair, and it's thick, and it frizz out.
I've heard stories of, like, girls with really thick hair, then when they put their hair up in a bun, because they do it when it's wet, because it's sitting in there, I don't know if it's, like, they wouldn't take it down for a certain amount of time or whatnot, but it would, like, they would start growing mold.
No! Oh,
because
gross.
of all the wetness, and it's tight. And,
my God.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guilty of putting my hair up in a bun right out of the shower.
Oh, I do too.
But it's never stayed in there for more than a few hours and then I air it out. Even right before bed, like if I shower before bed, I like usually try to towel dry my hair as much as I can.
Yes.
And then put it up in a little bun or something.
Yeah.
Dang.
But like, because her hair's all up and tight.
Yeah.
Wrapped up.
Huh. Oh, no.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. I know. I can't imagine what they have to go through. I mean, just being a woman on the daily basis is rough. And then having to be...
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Just basic training or boot camp or whatever you guys call it.
Yeah.
I think it sounds hard.
Yeah.
It sounds hard.
No,
it's I don't want to do it. Yeah.
I can't imagine. I had a friend from high school who went through the Marine boot camp. Mm-hmm. She almost got me to join too.
Oh yeah.
God.
Yeah. Okay.
I chickened out. It was the very last minute.
Mm-hmm.
One of those life decisions that you're 18 and you don't know what you're doing, so your family's like, oh, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. And then you're just like, well, my friend said I should do it, and I'm meeting this recruiter, and he's so cute, and he says I can do it. And that's when family should be supportive, but be like, this is not the right path for you.
So in
a supportive way.
Yeah. So I considered joining the Army in 2000. It was right before I graduated high school. So I was like, as soon as I graduate high school in 2001, I would have joined the Army in 2001. And as we all know, September 11th happened in 2001.
That's right. You graduated in May?
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah, 2001.
2001. Holy
Can you imagine?
Cow.
I mean, God bless the men and women who served during that time and after that time and continue to serve.
Yes.
It was scary times in the military, I think, in America, anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
For any armed forces throughout the world, it was scary, scary times.
Yeah.
So...
That's crazy. Oh, man. Yeah. Can you imagine what it would be? I mean...
Yeah.
Just be...
Frightening.
Crazy.
Frightening. But anyways,
let's perk back up now.
Let's perk back up. Let's get it back up.
So yeah, basic training, I can only imagine, is just so rough. I mean, you're going through a complete life change.
Yeah, they break you down, they bring you back up, they break you down, they bring you back up, and then it turns into something different. So I actually wanted to talk about that because I did have a young lady who I reached out to, and she was telling me a little bit about it. And so she says, I'm just going to call her E because she wants to stay anonymous. So E says, here again looking for some support or words of encouragement. My husband is at basic right now, and I got a letter today that broke my heart. He is questioning his decisions and feeling very depressed about the fact that it isn't what he thought it was going to be for him, and that he is not feeling the fulfillment of duty that he desired. He doesn't want to be deployed. He doesn't want to lose precious time he has with us while his daughter is still little. He wants to be home with his family where he feels he belongs. He feels like he made the wrong choice, and it's killing me. I have only ever wanted to support him, but I didn't really want this life for our family either. I'm hoping that he perks up a bit as the training continues. They did just finish the, and in quotes, break you down phase, and I'm hoping they can build him back up. Just feeling so unsure about this, and he's like they're trapped. Any advice is appreciated.
That's hard. So I don't mean to sound cold-hearted or anything too, but when you got into it, you I feel like everyone knows what's going to happen when you join the military. You always have a possibility of deploying. You always have a possibility of having to be away from your family and things like that. And
I should say, this person will be National Guard.
Okay, so they're definitely different than than just active duty. Yeah, they still have that possibility of deploying and everything still too. But I understand, like, maybe they were looking at it as with the National Guard, it wouldn't be, as much. Yeah, maybe he doesn't have as big of an opportunity to deploy, and he's just gonna work.
National Guard is for the Army. Okay. They only work part-time. Yeah. So they can continue to have their civilian jobs and work active duty part-time. Okay. Yeah.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense too. I mean, so when you're in, the National Guard, and I know reserves and stuff too, you have the potential to deploy still if they really need you and you're in a specific job, things like that. But there is an opportunity where you might not ever go somewhere. You might do like a long TDY and stuff if they need that. But I think it's not something that he should worry so much about, because I feel like he's going to get a lot more time with his family being in the Guard, and he still gets to serve his country, but he does it part-time, which I think is awesome.
I think so too. And it's still the same thing. You go into the same sort of training and the school to prepare you for the job you will have part-time in the reserves or the Guard. But you still go in with that, with that training, and they will, like she said, they break them down and they bring you back up, and you have to go through all of it. Everybody kind of has an idea of what they're getting into when they get in, but once you're in there actually experiencing all of that, it's a lot different. Some people don't process that type of environment very well, so it could be a little difficult to just get through it, and it's hard because you're there with strangers. They're yelling at you. Yes. And they exhaust you mentally, physically, emotionally.
Yeah. But I think it's that they have to do that. They need to mentally prepare you for what could happen while you're working. But I do think I feel like it would be a lot different once you start actually working and doing your job. It'll be a lot different. It won't be quite as intense as how it is in training. I mean, training, they have to break you down completely, get you to change your, mentality and get ready for this type of work. Yeah. So I feel like it's good, but then I think when you do your actual job, it's not as hardening. It's probably going to be stressful, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. And for E, it sounds like, she sounds really supportive of everything. Yeah. I think she's got a little bit of doubt as far as like the lifestyle. But I feel like it's with any job. A lot of time you have jobs that take you away for a long time, you know, and it doesn't have to be necessarily in the military. But other jobs, business trips, or, you know, I don't know.
Deep sea underwater welding, like you had mentioned last week.
Yeah.
I thought was a crazy idea. And I'm like,
underwater
that's not
basket
real.
weaving. Also
That's
very
it.
lucrative. No, like truck drivers and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're gone for months at a time.
Yeah, so it's stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Stuff like that pulls you away too.
It's hard, and it is such an adjustment to get used to if you've never gone through it before. So it is a completely new thing you have to get used to. Yeah. And I mean, it's, you know, it's hard to say, like, oh, you'll just get used to it, but...
You kind of do.
You do.
I know it's really harsh words. It's like, you'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't mean it in a harsh way. It's like, I'm trying to help you in a supportive way. Yeah.
And actually, you know, with the guard, you'll probably have a little bit better than us that you'll have him home more often.
Yeah.
He won't have to deal as much with the military like the active duty members deal with. You know, they go to work, you know, 8 to 6 or whatever, or longer. Or in my case, my husband's gone for 24 hours. And, you know, we don't get to see them. We don't get to hear from them sometimes. And then they come home and it's fine. And even when they're home, they're still, you know, on their computers and working when it's like, hey, I got to run back to the office or whatever, check my government email and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So this, I mean, no matter what you do, it's going to be hard, any kind of job and stuff too. But with the National Guard, it seems a little bit more lenient on being around more. So they have to work one weekend
a month. Yeah.
But then they also have to work in addition to 2 full weeks each year. So they have to have 2 full weeks in a year. You know, like, I don't know if that means like altogether 2 full weeks or just whatever. You just have to have 2 full weeks.
Right. Okay.
A year of work, which I think is not terrible, you know.
No.
I think he'll still have plenty of time to be around and see his daughter grow up and have family time and everything too. I think it'll be okay.
And as far as the fulfillment, like, how would you not feel fulfilled having a civilian job and then being like, yes, I am in the Guard and I get to go do this for the government? And I think there's a fulfillment in that too. Yeah. Just knowing that you're serving your country, but you're also able to be at home and hold down a civilian job and you're still providing for your family. Yeah. There's something to be proud of, I think.
I think that's awesome because it's kind of like you're holding down 2 jobs. You're doing this job, you're focused on military life for 1 weekend a month, and then you also have your other job too. Or even if you're not working, you go back to school. Yeah. Because at least then you're getting paid with the National Guard, so you do that, and then if you're going back to school, you know, why not? I think it'll turn out for him to be better than what he's expecting right now. Because I can imagine the training is probably they just beat you down totally.
Absolutely, they do. Yeah. They make you cry.
Yeah. I feel like...
They make you cry.
I feel like I've heard, though, I don't know if it's just maybe for the Air Force now, that they're not as harsh as they used to be.
Yeah, so the rumor has it, I don't know, somebody correct us, but we've heard different stories that there's a timeout card. It's like, you know what I mean? They have like a card and be like, you're being a little rough on me. They get to present the card and then I don't know how, somebody please tell us. My husband doesn't know either because, I mean, it's been 13 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it was really rough when Dave went through. He said it was really hard. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's not hard now. I'm sure it still has its exhausting ways in a way, but I feel like the instructors are not allowed to be as harsh as they used to be. Yeah. Which, I mean, this is my opinion, yes, and I'm just a dependa, so whatever, but I feel like they have every right to be harsh and in your face because this is life. And
life is harsh.
Yeah, and you have to get knocked down.
You don't get a timeout card for life. No,
you don't. You don't get to go to your boss and be like, I need you to sit in the corner and have a timeout because you are being way too aggressive with me. No.
Life's going to chew you up and spit you back out.
Yeah, you need it. Like, I think it's really good. I mean, especially for freaking millennials these days.
Jen, you are a millennial.
I am.
I am right at the cusp. I'm like...
I'm a millennial, but I'm talking about those ones that just feel very, very entitled all the time.
Yeah, I know.
The ones that were watched
you're
way
offended?
too much.
I'm offended. I'm offended because your face offends me.
Exactly. The ones who are always offended by everything. Like, I had so much freedom when I was a kid. Yeah.
And
our
no
neighborhood,
supervision.
Yeah, our neighborhood had alleys and a wash in the back.
What?
Nobody knows what a wash is. I'm from Tucson. It's
like a clothes washing thingy?
No, it's in the desert. So
okay. All I can picture is
a washing machine.
Well, no, those boards where you
where I go wash clothes.
A washboard, yeah, and it's like the river.
Well, my abs were my washboard. No.
What the fuck is a wash?
So it was behind our neighborhood. It was this huge, we had this big desert area, and running through it was a wash. It's this, it's like a stream, but it's dry most of the year until we get the monsoons that hit in the summer. So you get a ton of rain that comes through, and it hit, from the mountains and everything, and it comes down and it washes through. So it's basically like a dried river until the water comes through.
And they was like, "Hurry up, let's go wash our laundry."
No, it's don't go in there because you'll get swept away. There was many people that have been swept away.
Oh no, really?
It's because
washing their laundry.
Probably.
Or their hands or their hair.
Well, yeah, I have been one too many times we did play in the wash. When the water was calm, it's really pretty. Just like, it's like a river flowing through and everything. So it's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we lived in front of a canal. Like it would, for the farmers to use, because I grew up in a cattle ranch, and the farmers would use the canal to irrigate their land. Mm-hmm. And I forgot where I was going with this story.
I learned about that with this show I've been watching on YouTube, because they do irrigation in their backyard, and they all have a canal that connects from their backyards. Uh-huh. And then every 2 weeks they let the water in, and these people use the water for a certain time, and then they shut off theirs, and then the other people open up it, and then it floods their backyard to water everything, I guess.
Yeah, my dad used to do something. He'd be like, "I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the pump, turn on the pump or whatever."
Yeah.
And he would get in his truck, and we'd see them driving on the levee. So it was actually two canals, and there was a levee in between them.
What's a levee? I only know about it from the song, but I still don't know what that...
Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
What is it?
Because my dad had a Chevy, and he would drive it on the levee. No, it was, it's just land. It was land in between the two canals, so it was higher than the canals.
Okay.
That's what he would call it, the levee. Mm-hmm. I guess to just keep the water in. Somebody correct me if I'm not saying that right. But anyways, so we would see him driving, and he would go and he would turn off the pump or turn it on, and then he would drive back. But we would run across that thing all the time. And there was a pipe that went, the one that collected the water from the canal, and it would go from the property we were on to the levee, and we would run across that thing all the time, risking falling in the water. And sometimes the water would be a lot higher, depending on what time of year it was, and sometimes it'd be really low, ankle deep. But yeah, and I was always running around the ranch by myself, no supervision, fucking chasing cows, risking, no, for real, risking getting,
stolen, taken, yeah, because I would run on the road too, and it was a country road. Oh no, yeah, and we would always have people. No one would know.
What were we talking about?
Millennials?
Oh, about don't get your feelings hurt. Don't take it personal, basically.
Yeah.
When you're in basic, don't take it personal.
I know it's us saying that, and we've never experienced basic training, so whatever, we don't really know. But we're just here for you, okay? We just want you to be okay.
Yeah.
And you'll get through it. It's between 6 and 8 weeks long, depending on where you are, what you're doing.
Yeah. I think it's at least 8 weeks now.
Did they really move up all of them?
I know for Air Force, it's 8 weeks.
I know used to call the Marines boot camp Hell Week or Hell something. There's one, at least that 1 week of it was really bad or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Have you seen the training they do for the Navy SEALs? Only in movies.
I think so, yeah, only in movies.
That's crazy.
I've seen the training they do for pararescue.
Yeah.
to weed out people is insane. Mm-hmm. And that's hard to get into, too.
That's crazy. Imagine. Yeah. But for E, keep supporting your spouse.
You're doing an awesome job.
You're going to do great. It's going to be such a change for your life in a good way.
Yeah.
Personally, I think.
And I think, right, is it with the National Guard, they don't have to really move, do they?
No, I don't think so. I think
they're able to, as long as they're close to a base, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're close to a base, and he will probably go TDY.
Yes.
And deploy to places sometimes for like a month or so, depending on what the job is, right?
Right.
And she could visit if she wants to. Mm-hmm. That's the whole Space A thing we talked about in one of the episodes. Can't remember what episode. Episode 2?
Mm-hmm. Space A.
Space A.
I'll pack my bags.
And they can travel as long as they have like a sponsor. Which he will. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be okay. You're doing a really good job, and I know it's hard to hear, our spouse get emotional or upset and start worrying and doubting themselves after what they've chosen as a career path. Mm-hmm. It can be really hard, but you're doing a good job, and support them and understand. What you're doing is great. You're understanding of what his feelings are.
Yeah. And
you're there to just help him through whatever it is. You're not, making him feel worse, and you're not digging him down into the dirt saying like, get your shit together. You can do this. Like, suck it up, pansy,
Or, yeah, you made the wrong decision. What have you done? It's like, it's the point of no return. You really can't do anything about it.
You're in it now, and you got to stick it out. And it sucks, but you'll get through it. All of you will get through it.
I think it's probably the hardest time in the military member's career or the family. I think it's the hardest time because it is the time of the biggest change where they go in, they change as a person. They come back different. Not in a good way. In a good way, yeah. In a good way. They come back different. They come back more organized, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it goes away after a few months, and then you realize you've made a terrible mistake marrying this person. No, just kidding. Yeah. It's like, remember when you used to fold your shirts that weird way where you would pinch it this way and that way, and then it'd be like a perfect square?
Twisty bar thing. And
And
how they do that?
Yeah. And it's like, why you don't do that now? Why you don't do that? Why do you watch me fold these 3 baskets of laundry as you sit there?
Yeah.
In my bed that I just met. In our bed, excuse me, whatever.
Separate your laundry in your own basket because you refuse to use my wicker basket that is an actual laundry basket for clothing.
That's one of the things that Kyle made me mad about yesterday. I was upstairs doing laundry, and we have the little portable air conditioner in our bedroom, so I was like, I'm going to put laundry in here. I was like, come watch TV up here. So he comes in, and he undoes the bed to sit on it. And I was like, I snapped at him. I was like, why did you do that? I was like, why did you pull back the covers? I was like, are you going to get under the blankets? And he's like, maybe I was. And I was like, there's a folded blanket at your feet. Don't do that. If
you're cold, put that blanket on.
And then he's like, oh, I'm going to go downstairs where I'm not being yelled at. And I was like, this is the only thing that I have to show for in my entire day of being busy. I was like, I get up, I make the bed. I was like, if the whole house is chaos for the rest of the day, at least I know that I get to, turn myself into a nicely made bed. And I was like, don't take that away from me, god damn it, Kyle. And then you buy me a fucking Butterfinger, Kyle. You know I hate Butterfingers. Why? What else? You can chew bananas in front of me? Or I can hear your teeth smacking together?
Chew the banana until there's nothing left but keep chewing.
Yeah.
And pudding.
And then he picked up a broken mirror. This is my fault. I had a broken mirror behind, like a little round broken mirror behind the door that I was just sitting there. And I was like, I need to take that into the garbage, right? And it had been sitting there for a couple months. It's my fault. And so he was like, okay, Veronica's mad. I'm going to do something productive. He picks it up and then he drops it down the stairs. And I was like, great. Now there's shards of glass everywhere. And he's like, that's why I'm going to pick it up right now. I was like, okay, he's mad at me. Also, I don't care.
Yeah, right? You bought me a Butterfinger, god damn it.
Yeah. Oh, damn it, Kyle. But I was like, I love you this morning, so I told him.
We have those days. It's okay. That's what marriage is about. You have your crazy days.
I was very crazy on him yesterday.
I have lots of crazy days. And then I realize what happened, and then I apologize, but it's usually the next day when I've had sleep.
I apologized yesterday.
I don't do good. Oh, I bet you did.
I did.
She winked her eye. Eyes. Excuse me. She winked her eyes.
I apologize for being crazy and being in a bad mood. But
It's like
I didn't
that cake.
apologize for your Butterfinger mistake because it's still sitting on the counter, like two bites left, and I'm like, nope, can't do it.
Ugh.
Can't do it.
My Butterfinger. But so, yeah, you got this. You can do it, and you both can do it and get through it, and it's going to be great. You're gonna be
Absolutely.
great. You're planning a family time. It's going to be great.
Like I said, I think that's the hardest part of joining the military is that portion.
Yeah.
That portion of basic.
Change.
Yeah. Basic or boot camp or training, whatever you guys wish to call it.
Yep.
And then the tech school part.
Mm-hmm. That'll be stressful.
It'll be stressful, but at least you have a little bit more communication with each other.
Mm-hmm. There's a little bit more leniency to that.
You'll see them relax too. Like they'll be like, oh, finally out of, boot camp or basic training.
Yeah.
And they're studying their course. And that's where they meet friends. Yeah. I like that, yeah. So Kyle had a guy in his flight that he was friends with. And then they went to tech school together because they ended up in the same line of work. And then he's here. He's stationed here in the UK as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's always cool to kind of meet up with people. The military's big, but it's also small.
Yeah.
You run into people again. And then you also meet new people that have mutual friends that you know from your bases too, which is really crazy.
Yeah, I love that.
It's so fun.
I love that, yeah.
So, and see if there's any other National Guard wives out there too. Reach out. You guys all have something in common now, so you will make some good friends that way too.
Yeah.
It'll be good, especially when you have that weekend that he's gone and whatnot. You will have somebody at least to talk to or hang out with and do stuff with too. Yeah. Because they're in the same boat.
Yeah, someone that understands what you're going through a little bit better and you'll be their support too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's doing a great job and he's doing the right thing and it's just overwhelming right now.
It is.
And you guys got this.
Yeah. It's overwhelming at first, but I think it all kind of just falls into place.
Yeah. And
it just becomes just your lifestyle.
A normal thing.
And then when you're on the civilian world, you're like, what? Why did we get out?
Yeah.
Why? That's why I told Kyle, I'm like, it's going to be weird when we're not having to move around every few years. Or not seeing you in your uniform. Just,
the everyday stuff you're so used to.
Yeah, exactly.
They go through it for,
because you do get used to it.
Yeah, retired 20 years.
Yeah. You do get used to it. You get used to just the lifestyle of them being gone and coming back and then being gone and, the uniform washing and the pens and the pockets and God damn it, quit sticking pens in your pocket.
Quit leaving anything in your pockets.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Their other uniform, I don't even know if the new OCPs have it or not. I don't know. But they had like the pen pockets on their arms all the time. There was a pin in there all the time. It should be not a pocket, but just like a hook. Yeah. Where you can just clip a pen on there or something. Like, I get it. It's nice to have a pen because you'll probably need it. Especially Dave's job with office work now. But you don't need it in your pants and your sleeves and your front chest pocket. Yeah. And no. Back pockets. Oh, my God. Cargo pockets. So many pockets. For listening out there, hope you're listening to this episode, they have pockets on their uniform where they like to stick pens that you can't feel because those uniforms are so goddamn stiff. And then you put them in the wash and then the dryer and then that pen that you never saw will ruin all your clothes. It explodes. It explodes in the dryer and then it stains your dryer and it stains all the clothes in there. And you're going to have to ask somebody how to get all that ink out of their uniform. It's called Ink Devil. You can get it at your local Walmart. You're going to have to work on it for a little bit. Like you put it on there. It's like an oily stuff and you work it and it'll come out, but you have to work on it for a while. I think it's called like Ink Devil or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, Kyle got ink on a pair of like shorts and I was like, they were like brand new ones and I was like, why are you ruining my life right now? Why do you insist? He hasn't brought a uniform home in a while because they have washing machines at the fire station, so he just does his laundry over there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I do Dave's uniform once a week.
I used to iron Kyle's uniform when they were still the BDUs, that like green and black and brown ones.
You're so sweet.
And we used to have to starch them because you needed to have like nice clean lines and stuff.
Oh.
And you can't use starch because it's flammable.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Well, especially for him.
Yeah, but they still wanted that crease, and we used hairspray.
Oh, wow.
Which is also very flammable.
Yeah.
But we used fucking Aquanet. And we would, and I say we because we both did the uniforms. I helped them.
Yeah.
And we would iron them till they were like razor sharp.
That's
lines.
crazy.
Yeah, it was funny. Aquanet.
Wow. Wow.
I know. Remember the Navy ones when they changed the Navy uniforms to like that really dark blue and light blue pattern?
Yeah.
Because I believe they used to wear like the Air Force ones that were the dark green and lighter green and brown ones.
Yeah.
And then they switched to the blue. And I remember asking a guy, what if you fall overboard? Like, I'm not going to be able to see you if you fall over. And he said there was a lot of questions about that. It's like,
blend right into the water.
You're going to blend right into the water.
So
and
smart.
I guess that's what it's for if you have to go in the water. And
yeah.
But it's like, but what if you fall in? It's like, great. Where'd you go? Shit. You blended.
I hear you. I can't see you.
Yeah. Wave your arms a lot.
Yeah.
Pull up your sleeves.
Take your shirt off.
Yeah. Take your shirt off.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, sorry, this popped into my brain again.
Yeah.
What is the deal with the Area 51 shit?
I don't know. Kyle asked me the same thing.
I'm so confused. I see the memes all the time. I don't know what's going on.
They want to raid Area 51 because they think the government is keeping alien slaves. I don't. But the people are demanding to get in there and see the aliens. Them aliens. Because they really think that they're aliens.
The aliens can survive on our trash Earth.
Yeah, like in that movie Paul.
Right.
Yeah.
The animated one. And he's just walking around in flip-flops and board shorts. Mm-hmm. I wonder if people really think he's real. I hope not.
Yeah.
But, I mean, now with this whole thing...
That's not... I don't... Come on, people. Let's be smart now.
I don't understand.
They would not survive. Also...
Where did it come from? Like, I feel like it just...
Mars.
No, I mean, but like, where did this all start?
I don't know. I just started seeing it.
Area 51's been around for so long, and I know people have been talking about all the conspiracy theories
for like
of it.
70 years.
Yeah, for like forever. Like, oh, there's aliens and blah, 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 or whatever nuclear radiation, and I don't know. But
I don't know.
Why now?
I don't know.
Why are people now demanding? What kind of people are wanting to get on there?
Human rights people.
Oh,
they think they're performing experiments on the aliens.
But aliens aren't human.
They don't know that.
What makes people think that an alien can survive here on Earth?
We're cutting down the ozone layer.
It's going away with all that Aquanet you used. It's just a big old hole up there now.
Oh,
thank you left over Guam.
80s and the 90s for that. I used to tell my sisters, like, there's a huge hole in the ozone layer right above your head.
Yeah.
Because she used to use a lot of hairspray like
all that hairspray.
Yeah. Aquanet and rave.
Oh, rave.
Rave.
Wow.
I'd sooner believe in a parallel universe over aliens being on Earth. I think there's another universe. We've been watching all the black hole stuff. Yeah. The black hole thing on Netflix. My son loves space, so we were like watching it. And I was like, they're talking about how there's a black hole in the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Mm-hmm. Good chocolate bar too, by the way, Kyle. I'll eat that one with its nougat center.
That would have been way better than a Butterfinger.
Yes. That there's a black hole in the middle. And it's basically like a swirling drain, right? The whole galaxy. Mm. And it's sucking up all the light around it. Anyways. And I was like, what if you go down into that black hole and it takes you into another universe, like a parallel universe where you're there, but you're not, like it's a different version of you. Weird. Right? Let me get philosophical on you here.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And it's you, but you're like in like the opposite of you. So I would be really, rich.
I'd be rich. Take me there.
And
I want to go there.
Yeah.
Take me there.
Everything I'm not right now, I'd be there.
Let's go there.
I'd be really unhappy because I'm pretty happy in this life.
Take me to that place.
And
sorry.
And my daughter would be really well behaved, and my son wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
And Kyle would be really cranky all the time.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like that. I like this universe. I'm gonna stay on this side of the drain plug.
Yeah.
The main drain plug.
The main drain.
The main drain.
I like that. Yeah, that's true. Because, like they say, grass is always greener on the other side, but it's not.
It's not. It could be dead. And it could have thorns. It could be
spray painted green.
Green, yeah. You don't know what that goat is grazing over there. It's probably poison.
Yeah, it's radiation from Area 51's aliens.
From the aliens. It's sludge making the grass look green. It's not real.
Yeah.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Don't. But I have a base highlight.
Yay! It's been a while.
I know it has. We just get caught up on all of our stuff.
Tell me all about it.
We don't even think about it
Give me your base highlight.
All right, so I am covering McConnell Air Force Base.
Say what?
Which is in Wichita, Kansas. Every time I say Wichita, it's so I get like a southern accent like Kyle.
Oh my gosh. Wichita. Did they say wash there too? I went to wash my laundry in the wash behind my house.
No, they weren't quite so Midwestern.
Okay. It is a Midwestern word, huh?
It is, yeah. Because up in like Minnesota and Michigan and stuff, they did.
We went out to lunch one time when we were in Guam with a friend of mine from the dental clinic, and I think she was from like Alabama, maybe. And she was like, sending something. She was like, when I wash. And Kyle goes, did you say wash? And she started laughing. I was like, sorry, we're uncultured. At the time, we felt uncultured.
Uncultured?
Yeah.
So, it's the home of the 22nd Air Refueling Wing. I got all this stuff off the website, McConnell.af.mil.
Okay.
Which is like super slow that day when I was trying to look everything up.
Yeah. So for those of you getting stationed at McConnell soon, pay attention, god damn it.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
We were there for five years.
Dang, that's
5.5.
That's a lifetime.
It felt like forever. I was ready to go. For real. Like it was great, but my goodness, I was ready to go. You get that urge. So the base operates and maintains 37 KC-135s, supporting worldwide aerial refueling and airlift operations. Mm-hmm. That's a direct quote. Apparently, that's what I wrote. There is the 22nd ARW, the 931st ARW, and Kansas Air National Guard 184th Intelligence Wing on base. On the base, there's a commissary and a BX. Both are very tiny.
Oh, really? Coming
from Tucson, from Davis-Monthan, the BX was not even half the size. It's so small.
Really?
But it has all your basic needs that you need. Mm-hmm. Need.
That's funny because I feel like a lot of the stateside BXs or exchanges, we should say, are small just because you have everything else available to you off base.
Right, yeah. Which is true. I never thought of it like that because all I knew was Davis-Monthan, and they had it was like food courts and Starbucks and this huge BX that had like everything you could possibly think of.
Yeah.
McConnell's is good. It's just more condensed. You have your clothes, you have your baby section, you have your jewelry, perfume, purses, outdoor stuff, toys. You know, all the stuff you need just in a smaller setting, basically. Right. The commissary is closed on Mondays.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
Yeah. It sucked, I guess. It would suck to the first day we got there. It was a Monday, and they were closed, and I was like, great, cool. But they have a commissary, which is nice.
Yeah.
There's arts and crafts, the dining facility, community center, which is really fun. It's forgot what it's called now. So it's the community center, and that community center is really big. They have a cafe and at least they had their dining facility set up inside of it at the time we were there. Mm-hmm. But I think it might have moved back to the building that they had it at previously. And then there's a huge ballroom inside there where they have like all their events, all their family events that they do. They'll do a big family fun event in April or so. And that's all inside the community center. It's all lined up with vendors of all kinds.
Is it the Robert J. Dole?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
The Dole Center.
The Dole Center.
That's what it's called. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I love it. It's like things that I forget now. But yeah, so they do all kinds of events and stuff in there. It's really nice. They had, at least when I was there, I went 2-3 times to the spouse appreciation night. Was in the ballroom. It was really fun. They have like a bar set up and tables everywhere. And
fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. They do that in May for the Spouse Appreciation Day. Really nice night. McConnell is privatized housing now. It's run by Corvius. And I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Corvius. And
Did you live on base?
We did for a little bit. 2 years almost.
Okay.
We lived on before it turned privatized. And then they were switching as we were on there still. So things are a lot different than what I remember. We obviously didn't have utility bills or anything like that. And it was just a normal housing office at the time. But now it's run by Corvius, the company, and you go through everything. And they set up utilities and stuff. So sometimes you won't have to pay for your utilities unless you go over their cap. And then if you're under their cap, then they'll give you a credit.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was pretty nice, but people did not like it.
Of course they don't.
You don't.
Because it's free?
Because you actually have to pay for it now. Yeah, so their website is airforce.corviusmilitaryliving.com. Corvius is Corvias, if anyone is curious. They have all kinds of layouts and whatnot. They have built a community center on base housing now, too. I believe it's finished. Where it has a fitness center and I think a pool.
Oh, nice.
And a couple other things. They were in the process of doing all that when I was leaving. They built up a ton of new houses in there. Really too fast, in my opinion, that I think they cut a lot of corners, but...
Oh, that's usually... That's usually how it goes.
But people they live on there and they like it. They enjoy it. They refurbished a lot of houses that were already there, too. So... They did a lot of good things, I think, if you're looking to just have an easy time when you get there and if you can get on a list. I don't think it was too much of a wait. We didn't have to wait when we got there, luckily. So I don't know if the wait now is to get on there is more or whatnot, but it's a good option if you're not looking into renting or buying a house. But you do have that option to rent or buy off base. And there are great areas around Wichita to live in. Derby is just south of the base. It is a big military community. A lot of people that are stationed there, they live there.
Is that where you guys lived?
No.
Oh.
I went there a lot, though.
Okay.
They have a really great school system down there. Derby High School is awesome. They built a new middle school. There's a new dinosaur park.
Ooh.
They have a huge park down there called High Park, and it's just fields and playgrounds, and it's really great. They have a lot of good stuff. They have like a little stream where ducks and swans gather and stuff. Not swans, but geese.
Swans.
Canadian geese that are mean.
In my personal opinion, all fucking birds are mean, and I hate them.
I really hate pigeons.
I hate all birds.
They like to poop on my car all the time.
I just hate birds.
Another area to live in is Andover. That's like... I'm not good at direction. Northeast of Wichita, kind of. Maybe. Andover. Andover. But they're really good, too. If you're going to buy there, they're a little bit more pricey, and their property taxes are higher. But they have a really good school system, again. So Wichita is not terrible, but their schools are not as great. For kids. They're not like horrible. My daughter went to kindergarten and first grade there, and I thought it was just fine. They just don't get as much love, I feel like, at school. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not as important. I don't know. It's just different. Okay. But one area that we lived in was College Hill, and that was in like almost the heart of Wichita. It was so cool. Old houses from the 1900s. Oh, wow. All like the same. Yeah. A lot of them, refurbished inside and everything, which was really cool. You're like 5 minutes from downtown Wichita, which is super fun. So if you're single or married without kids, downtown Wichita is a great place to live. They have really cool apartments where you can live over top of bars and restaurants and stuff, or just apartments to look over the downtown area. It's a great area. One other area, too, is called Goddard, and that was, like, west just west of Wichita. So if you're up for a bit of a drive, Goddard's really good. Again, really good schools. A nice little area to live in. So they have some really great things to do when you're in Wichita, especially for families. There's just a lot of different museums to go see. There's a lot of outdoor activities they do. They hold just a lot of family fun stuff. So the Sedgwick County Zoo, super fun. It's huge. It's a great, to spend, most of your day at. They have a really good cafe. The annual pass, so worth it. The Botanical Gardens, super nice. In the winter, they do lights for Christmas. Really, really pretty to walk through. It's just thousands of lights.
Oh, pretty.
That they set up everywhere through these gardens. And then during the summer too, the gardens are really pretty to walk through. Tanganyika Wildlife Park is just outside of Wichita a bit. It's a very small zoo. And it's all more unique animals. There's growling.
My stomach again, sorry.
There's lemurs and monkeys, and they're all more free, I guess you kind of say. They're not so much closed in. They have a little bit more freedom. And there's kangaroos or wallabies maybe. And you can walk through. You have the option of being able to feed them as well.
Oh God, no, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's really cool though. And there's a whole bird sanctuary you can walk through and all kinds of monkeys and stuff. It's fun. It's a lot smaller, so it's not a whole day kind of thing. They have giraffes too, so you can feed the giraffes.
Oh, that's cool.
Old Cowtown Museum is really cool. It's this old Western setup with all these old buildings and everything that they recreated. And at Halloween, they do a walkthrough where you can dress up and you go through. And they have all these people dressed up in old costumes, and then sometimes zombies, and sometimes really creepy children in the schoolhouse windows.
No, thank you.
They'll do a shootout type of thing, or a zombie shootout thing. It's really fun, and the kids can go around and collect candy and whatnot. It's really cool. Exploration Place is this huge museum, which just is all kinds of things, just all interactive. There's a tornado simulator that you step into that you can do. God. So you can experience that. And they have turtles and things there.
You don't have to go into the simulator. I'm sure if you wait long enough, you'll get one coming through town.
Right? No, it's true. Sometimes.
Right in Tornado Alley?
It's supposed to be. I think Tornado Alley has shifted now, though.
To where? So I don't move there.
I'm not sure, but I feel like it's a little bit more east of where. Maybe it went more west. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Wichita hasn't got hit in a while, which is really good.
It's so scary. Get a basement.
Please have a basement. It's worth it.
Yeah.
But be careful because basements also are scary because they leak. The downfall, the pros and cons of basements.
Basements are just scary. Have you ever seen Home Alone where he goes into the basement and the furnace?
Yeah. You should see the basements that I saw. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Huge rooms. So much cooler down there too.
I like to go on those websites and see houses, just of the areas where we would like to live someday.
Yeah.
And we were looking at one, or I was looking at one, and it had a fully furnished basement, and it had a bar down there. And it was a bar you would see anywhere, bars with the mirrors and everything.
Yeah. And
I was telling Kyle, it reminded me of The Shining, that scene where they're at the bar, and it's not really there.
Yeah.
There's a bartender, and I was it's going to be like that.
Yeah.
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 It's scary.
Who knows where this house has been built on?
Yeah. Indian burial grounds.
Yeah. The house that my parents built in Tucson, was said to be built on Indian burial grounds. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if maybe my brother was the one who told me that, and so...
He was just trying to scare you.
Could have been.
Brothers.
Yeah, brothers, they like to do that.
They do like to do that. My brother, my second youngest brother he's older than me, but second youngest, oldest? Whatever. He used to scare the shit out of us all the time by doing crazy stuff, so he would, rig... dummies to the ceiling, and then you would open the doors and they would swing out. Did I talk about this already? I feel like I already talked about this.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was telling somebody the other day.
Yeah.
I think it was when we were hanging out with the girls on Saturday. And he would put him up on the ceiling so when you open the door, it would swing out in front of you.
Ugh.
Yeah, he had a really morbid imagination. Like, I feel like he would have been really good makeup artist, like, for, like, FX stuff, you know, like, scary faces and all that. Mm-hmm. I think he would have been really good at that if he would have kept that.
He's got that artistic talent.
Yeah, he was very artistic.
Mind.
Yeah. And there's, like, pictures at my parents' house, you should see them, where, like, he's, like, has fake blood all over him, and he would, like, give me the camera. He'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get under the cart, take a picture of me. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Or he would, like, pretend to eat a cat, or be like a cat.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he would make my mom hold a knife over his body, and she'd be like, no. And he'd be like, come on, do it. Pretend you're murdering me. He was so weird.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he would, like, sculpt scary faces in high school.
No.
And then he would, like, just keep him in his room.
No.
Yeah. He was weird. He still is. He still has that kind of
I mean, it's cool. Yeah. It's a good imagination to have, you know? It's you have such a creative mind, but my goodness.
I know. I wish he would have had a little bit more, like if he would have pursued it more. And
yeah,
he
like more of a drive.
And more support from my parents, and he probably would have been in, like, doing makeup.
Famous.
Something like that. But he's a garbage man, which is great. Sanitary worker, whatever you wish to call him. He in Arizona.
God bless him in the Arizona heat. Jesus.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, he drives a truck, so he's in their air conditioning.
That's good.
Sounds like a good job. He's been doing it for a long time.
I've heard they make really good money.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All the shit they see.
We do a lot of sidebars.
Yeah.
But yeah, McConnell is great. Wichita's a great place. Mm-hmm. You make it however you make it, you know. You'll find stuff to do. There's a really cool statue that is called the Keeper of the Plains, and it's like right in downtown Wichita. It's this huge statue of a Native American, I think, with a tomahawk in its hand. And at night, around like 9 or so, whenever the sun goes down, they light fire all around it.
Oh, pretty.
And it's really pretty. It's a really cool sight to see.
Yeah.
A very iconic thing to see when you're there. So it's good. There's an airport, literally, because the highway is like right in the middle of Wichita. Mm-hmm. You can get anywhere within like 15 minutes. From the base, you can get to the airport within 15 minutes. From our house to the airport was 15 minutes all the time, maybe less. It was great. And it's gotten bigger, too. They've expanded that airport. Dwight D. Eisenhower, I think that's what they call it now.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Whatever. They changed the name while I was there, too. So they just, likes to change everything. But it's a good place. It's really family-friendly.
Okay.
It's definitely, if you're moving there and you've got kids and everything too, even older kids, it's a great place to be. Mm-hmm. I don't have a lot of complaints. I was just there too long, that's all.
Yeah. I
was just ready to go. I was ready to fly.
You're ready to go because you know you have that possibility of going somewhere.
Right. I mean, that's what we're here. We want to be able to experience new places too. We got a full experience. I just want to go somewhere else now.
Not that you were sick of the place. It's just like, okay.
I don't want to go back.
Ready to go. Oh, you wouldn't? You want to go back?
I don't really want to go back. Like, it just, because I've been there already. I've done all the things. I want to experience new stuff now.
Yeah.
I'm a gypsy.
Oh, well, yeah, I could see it that way. It's like, I'd rather go somewhere new.
Yes.
But I've told Kyle this about Montana because Montana gets such a bad rap. But I was like, I wouldn't be too upset if we moved back.
Yeah.
And the upset part would only be like, I've already been here.
Yes.
Not because, oh my gosh, it's Montana again. I like Montana. We enjoyed our time there, but it was like, we could have gone somewhere different, I guess. Like, why didn't we go to like, I don't know, East Coast somewhere, or Italy, or Japan. Just like if we were to go back to Guam, I wouldn't be too upset because it's like I've already been there and I know what it's like. Mm-hmm. You can't beat that weather and the beach. But it's like we could have gone somewhere else. It's not that I'm dissing on the place.
No, definitely not. That's the thing. Like, I enjoyed Wichita, and I worked there for 2-3 years in real estate, so I got to see a lot of different houses and stuff, and it was great. So I have a lot of insight on good areas to live in and areas that you kind of want to stay away from and stuff like that, which is good.
Yeah. So if you guys are moving, reach out to Jen. She'll give you some good insight on.
I got the hookups. I know some good agents out there too.
Agents?
Real estate agents.
I thought you said something else.
Secret agents?
You can cut that out.
Alien agents.
Alien agents.
But yeah, that's McConnell, and it's great. And wish you all the luck moving out there.
Did they
enjoy it?
Did they have anything they were known for, like food or drinks or?
They have a shit ton of food there.
Yeah.
I mean, restaurants as far as the eye can see. Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And new ones were always coming in. They have some pretty good breweries, too. Okay. There's a lot of camping areas, too, if you like camping.
No.
There's lakes.
I don't get the point of camping. I'm really sorry for everyone out there that loves to camp. I don't get why I should go sleep outside.
In the dirt?
In the dirt.
But you're in a tent. It's fun. And then you get ticks.
House.
And you get ticks.
Great. No, thank you. I have a bed inside my house that I can sleep. I don't understand. Kyle's like, oh, yeah, it's about the experience. I was like, yeah, I don't like it. And he wants to take the kids. And I'm like, go for it. And he's talked to Dave about it. It's like taking the kids. I'm like, have fun.
Well, I feel like they should just go together
have fun.
with
Be
the
like,
kids.
I'll pack you everything.
I'll pack your bags.
I will give you stuff for s'mores. Be like, take the kids. Have fun. Mommy will be here.
And we'll have a girls' night.
Yeah, I'll be here waiting for you in my nice soft bed, which I get to sleep on every day.
And a shower and a toilet.
A toilet, yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Taking a shit in the woods. Having to dig up a latrine.
A what?
A latrine. You don't know what a latrine is?
No.
Jen, I thought your husband was in the military. That is when you take a shovel and you dig a hole in the ground and you poop in it. That's your latrine.
Gross.
Yeah, it's a toilet, basically. That they give them duty in basic training like that. So it's like a latrine duty and they have to go clean, I guess. Maybe the toilet. Yeah. Kyle got a lot of KP, kitchen patrol.
Oh, yeah.
And he loved it in there because Kyle's super charming and he'd go in there and charm the ladies, the cooks in there, and they'd give him food. So he loved it. He worked it, yeah. He worked it. He's like, I got ice cream and pie. And
oh my gosh.
His letters he would send home. There's like 3 letters that I got. And he was like talking about food. P.S. I love you. I was like, great. All I heard was food, candy and hot chocolate. And because he was there.
I got spoiled.
He was there during the holidays. So he's there for like Christmas and New Year's.
Nice. Wow, Kyle.
Oh, food.
Wow,
it motivates him. He loves food, that one.
Food motivates me too to work out.
Yeah.
Or it just is there and I don't work out.
Oh, we were just talking about tacos last night because we made tacos, right? And I was like, I could put away like 10. Easy.
Do you make like those street tacos? So like the smaller?
Well, I don't have the tortillas for them, but I have the regular ones, and I'm like, I can easily. But yeah, I make them street taco style, with the salsa and all that. And yeah, I was like, I used to have a boyfriend who would shame me when I would eat more than 2, and
that
I know he would shame me and like make fun of me and. Yeah, because I would eat them. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm going to eat 8 of them.
You don't need no man like that.
No.
Anyone out there, if you have a man that is shaming you for the way you eat,
don't let them.
Don't let him.
Don't let him.
Fuck that.
I
mean, don't be unhealthy.
But eat the tacos.
But eat your tacos.
Tacos are worth it.
Yeah. As long as you're being healthy with it.
Yeah.
You do you, boo.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're not giving yourself diabetes. That's all. That's all. That's all I'm here for. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You can do it.
But nobody should shame you like that.
No,
nobody should make you feel bad about yourself.
No. They should be encouraging you. Say, like, we should both eat healthy together. We should both go on this journey together and help each other out and motivate each other.
Yeah.
Not, how dare you eat fucking 18 tacos in front of me, you fat lard, Tina.
Yeah. But they're tacos.
I fucking love tacos.
I know. I love tacos.
I need to make better tacos.
I'm trying to show you, Jen.
I know.
I've tried to show you my Mexican ways.
I am just lazy.
No, you can be lazy in a different way. It's so easy. The ones I made last night were just steak tacos. Like I said, I just tossed the steak and olive oil and garlic and salt. And that was it. And then I just kind of pan grilled it really fast, and then.
But you made that salsa.
I made that salsa that takes literally no time at all. Mm-hmm. I put like 8 tomatillos into the oven, no husk. Everybody, take out your pens and put.
Yeah, you really want to listen to this.
Yeah, 8 of them. I broiled them for a few minutes, just enough where they get dark, and then stuck them in a blender with a bunch of jalapenos, seeded jalapenos, cilantro, onions, garlic. Done. Blend it till it's nice and smooth, and it's like tangy and and salt, and a little bit spicy. Even my son was like, "Can I get some more of that?" He likes it. Yeah. And then my daughter was like, "Can we have Taco Bell?" She's such a turd. That
my
child.
Spirit animal, no. Taco Bell.
that little girl.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, hello, I'm making you this homemade deliciousness.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's like, I don't want that chicken. I was like, it's steak.
Taco Bell.
They call meat, all kinds of meat, chicken. They're like, I don't want that chicken. Can I have more chicken? They're like, this is sausage. This is steak.
Yeah.
Pepperoni.
This is ground beef?
Yeah. My pizza has chicken on it.
This is a fish?
Fish. It's clucking at me.
Yeah.
This fish just clucked at me.
Why does my fish have a beak?
It's looking at me.
My fish flies. I don't understand. Where's these feathers coming from?
I didn't realize fish had feathers on them. I knew they laid eggs. Can I eat these eggs for breakfast? These fish eggs?
Yeah. Maybe.
Fry them up for me with some bacon.
Ew.
Also chicken.
Chicken and bacon.
Chicken pork.
What?
Chicken pork. Pork chicken. Any meat from my children is chicken. They just call it chicken.
Bacon is chicken.
Yeah. My daughter will be like, this chicken. It's like, it's bacon. It's bacon is life. Be healthy, people. We're always talking about food.
We always go to food.
Yeah.
It's okay.
This is a food podcast.
It is.
This is a dependas-splaining food podcast.
Let me depend-asplain you some food, okay?
Chicken.
Depend-asplain you the chicken. Eat all your chicken nuggets, people.
Oh my gosh.
Eat the whole thing.
Seriously.
God.
One day we will recreate this chicken nugget.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, for all of you that haven't listened to it, go listen now.
The chicken nugget story.
The chicken nugget story, episode 9? 10.
9, you're right.
Episode 9.
9.
Episode 9, where we talk about the chicken nugget stories.
It's good.
Story.
It's a never-ending story.
Oh, beautiful.
No, sorry. Sorry, everyone. I hurt your ears.
No.
Our whole summer feels like basically booked up now.
Oh, that is true.
With all
We're going to be super busy with trips. Yeah. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah. So tune in because we are going to try to record while we are on our trips.
Yeah, we're going to take a trip here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Yeah, a couple weeks. Oh my gosh.
Just a local trip here, just a few hours away here in the UK, but we want some beach time. And
yes. So we're going to try to see how we can set that up and record there. And then when we are in Croatia.
And when we're in Croatia, we'll see how we can do that. Maybe from our phone. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more adventures as Jen and Lindsay and Veronica explore the world.
I love it. It's like our new theme song.
World!
I love it.
Thank you!
Beautiful.
Yes.
Well, that was great.
Yes, thank you. I hope we were able to help you out, with your worries. You're going to do great. Everybody's going to do great.
You're all fine. Great. You're all great.
Will fall into place.
It will.
And everything is going to be second nature to you. You won't even remember your civilian life before.
You change.
From before, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be okay. If you guys have any questions, reach out to us on any of our social platforms or on the dependasplaying@gmail.com.
Yes. Hit us up.
Anything. Stories. Scandals.
Yeah.
Concerns.
We are wanting to do a whole episode on scandals and stories.
Yes.
Like full on because we love that shit a lot. So do it. If you have any cool stories, we're going to be hitting up social media and asking people too. So, but email us first.
At dependasplaying@gmail.com.
Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars.
5 stars. What can we say? Say whatever.
Say, I like peanut butter sandwiches. 5 stars.
With bananas.
Mm-hmm.
I made that for my kids the other day. They loved it.
Fucking delicious.
They thought it was so weird.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do it so that we can get up on those charts and get more people to find us.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, and share. Definitely share. Like, if you have a favorite episode that you've listened to, or you think someone's gonna need some advice, and you're like, oh, hey, I remember this episode. Share it with them.
Yes.
Do it.
Recommend
now. Go.
Wreck it.
And thank you guys so much for listening again. You're just the best audience ever. Mm-hmm. My fellow dependas.
All you dependas out there.
All you dependas out there.
I love you.
Yes.
You guys are great.
And take care. Be awesome. Stay awesome. And do awesome. Because wherever you go,
there you are.
Goodbye.